And welcome to Simulate Gaming, and welcome back to Meadow Farm here. Back for another video here on the farm. We have just finished seeding plot number 20. We've put corn down there. So we've got 2 arable fields so far. We've got sugar beets in one and corn in that one. So hopefully we'll have something to do in a few months. Let's go ahead and turn up to here. We'll take this back to the yard. This, once again, is the boss's seed drill, so it's not ours, so we need to take it back at some point. There's a little ditch in the road. I can't really see what I'm doing over this seed tank. Or fertilizer tank, even. Right, let's turn into here. So, little upgrade today. We are doing a little bit of hay for our first job. We're going to try and do 2 jobs today. We'll see how we do for time, but we need to get some hay done ASAP. I'm going to go ahead and put this in the silage clamp, because we have decided not to use the silage clamp this year. We've decided to go with just the rolled bales, so not an issue. Maybe next year we can use the clamp. Alright, let's get this lower down, like so. Just jump out and get it disconnected, like that, and then we need to take the front tank off as well, make sure we're in forward. How you guys doing anyway? Welcome back. Sorry I've not done a video in the last couple of weeks. I have been a very busy man. Let's get this rolled up. Yeah, we've had quite a lot going on the farm, so haven't had a chance to pull the camera out. Let's go ahead and drop that down for a minute. Like I said, this is a bit close. This is not ours. We need to take it back to the boss in a bit, but we are too busy to do it today. The day is running out of time. We're running out of daylight, and we need to get some things done. So we've got a couple hours to get down to the store. So if you guys remember, in a I think we did a live vlog from the farm. We were using our brand new class windrow. We decided to return that. It wasn't performing how we wanted it to perform, so we went ahead and took that back. We ordered a new one. The new one has now arrived. So we've gone with a slightly smaller one, but it's a Kuhn one, so it should be pretty good. Kuhn, as you guys probably already know, makes some pretty good windrows. I am too busy looking out of the mirror. So yeah, let's go ahead and get to the store, and I'll show you guys when we get there what we've bought. Okay, so we have now arrived at our store, and they've already got our new windrow ready for us to go. So like I said, it's a Kuhn one. This is not the common one that everyone seems to get around here. This is a slightly smaller one. This is 8.3 meters, I believe, this one. Don't quote me on that. We'll check in a second. Yeah, slightly smaller version, but it should do the job. We've got quite a small... Get the handbrake on. But quite a small field, so it should do perfectly fine. Let's get it linked up like so. We don't need the PTO on just yet. In fact, it is scraping along the floor, so we will put it on. Here we go. So this is it. I forgot. It's the GEFORCE. If that translates to anything that you guys recognise. It's pretty good. Like I said, it is the common one that everyone seems to get, but this one is a slightly smaller variant, so it should do fine today. We've got the additional locker box on the front there as well, and we also had this shield put on as well. So a couple of optional extras that we had. But yeah, this is it. This is our new windrow. So what we're going to do is take this back to the farm. Hopefully we have time to use this today, but we just wanted to collect it before the store shut at 5 o'clock. Right, let's go ahead and get our beacons up. Beacons are already on. Let's get the handbrake off. We'll head back to the farm, and we'll make a start on some hay, shall we? Okay, so that is now back here. Once again, you never guess where we stored it. In the silage clamp. We do like using this for storage, but we think that this is going to be a little bit too... We could mow with that, but we're going to take the Ford out, I think. Hopefully the Ford will suffice. We've not used the Ford for a few days on camera, at least. As you can tell by the dirt, we have been using it, though, off camera. So we're going to go ahead and jump into this. Hopefully she turns on. She's not been started for a few days, so we'll give it a go. First time. Look at that. Forward power, yo. Get the handbrake off. She's in forward. Make sure the diffs are off. I pressed the wrong buttons in. I'll explain that in a second once we get the mower hooked up. So we are going to put the front weight on today as well, because this Ford is a little bit lighter than the Massey. Now, I know you don't necessarily probably need it, but we're going to use it anyway. I like to use front weights whenever I can. Just gives a bit more grip on the roads. Let's go ahead and get it hooked up. Needs lifting up in a second. Lift up. Now we can just reverse. Are we in reverse? Yes. Reverse into the mower. And get it that hooked up. Right. Put the handbrake on in case we we'll get the PTO turned on. The attached even, not turned on. Good, so we're ready to go. Let's get this into forward. Now we're doing a bit of a different field today. We've not done this one yet. Of course, if you guys have seen my previous vlogs here on the farm, we've already done the 2 bits of grass work. I do apologise for all the grass work, but this is a farm. We have farm stuff to do, basically. It's not a game. Can't just do different jobs every day. Wait, where are we actually going? I know where we're going, I just can't remember how to get into it. It's the field right in front of us. Okay, so we have arrived at the field. This is plot 17, I believe? Yeah, plot 17 we're on now. So let's go ahead and get this reversed up. We were going to call it Billy Bob and get him to come down, but we're going to do that next time. So Billy Bob's off doing some contracting work right now. Right, we should start about here, I reckon. Let's get the mower turned on. We'll drop it down. I'm not going to be too much of this on camera today because, like I said, we have done quite a bit of mowing in the past. But I'm just going to give you a little heads up of what we are doing. Obviously, we're going to be doing the anti-clockwise pass at the end. Need to be careful because there is a bit of a pond area down here, as you can see. It's quite slushy around there as well. Right, I'm not actually mowing just yet. I wanted to start off somewhere even, like here. Let's get it dropped down. It's going to be a perfect place to start, nice and straight. Make sure we're actually mowing. Yes, we are. Look at that. So cool. Let's get a few of these. Like I said, we're not going to do most of this. Now, I will explain this before we go into time lapse, though. I had a few comments on my live streams and my videos saying what happened to the other side deck. Did I sell it? Am I not using it? Is it broken? No, that's fine. I'm not using it today. Like, there's nothing mapped out to it because I don't need that many buttons just yet. But it is here in case we need it sometime. I do use it quite a lot in my space stuff. And also comes in handy when you're trucking. But yeah, it's here. It's still working. I don't have a function for it just yet. I'm imagining it's going to become quite handy when we're doing forestry. I'm just going to avoid that gate. Yeah, when we do forestry, I can imagine it coming quite handy. But yeah, for now, it's just sat there looking pretty. Right, let's crack on with a bit of this. I'll see you in a second. Okay, so we have finished the mowing now, as you may or may not saw. I don't know how long time that's going to be. It's only quite a small field, but I'm probably a little bit too far away there. Yes, I am. Now we're picking up the tether. We're going to go ahead and do a bit of this. Now, when we actually get around to windrowing and baling, we're going to be going to hang out with David. As you can see, David's currently doing a job over there. He's actually preparing the baler. Yeah, we're going to head out with him, and he's going to follow us with the baler as we do some windrowing with our brand new windrow, never before used, brand new out the showroom. So yeah, there's going to be 2 of us doing that in a second, so I'm not sure how much of a tedding we're going to get in. I find tedding's probably the most boring thing to watch in terms of being a viewer when we're doing grass work, so I'll leave a little bit of this in. I didn't also go all the way up to the fence because I do not trust David when we actually get around to doing it. So let's go ahead and get this windrow unfolded. We did connect the PTO, I think. Yes, we're right. Let's get it up to the proper RPMs. And we'll drop it down. I'm not going to be worried about being too neat here because... let's get to the edge here. Like I said, we're going to be windrowing this in a second anyway. But I believe we can probably get, yeah, about 2 and a bit passes, I reckon. So we can drive in the middle of 2 passes and I think we'll be alright. Let's head around here. I need to adjust my steering wheel a little bit. It's a little bit too stiff. I might need to adjust the hydraulics and that. But yeah, in terms of being a viewer, I don't think tedding's a very interesting thing to watch as we throw grass out the back. That's pretty much all you're going to see. So let's quickly crack on with this and we'll get on to the actual interesting part, shall we? Right, guys, that was short and sweet. I do like tedding, I'm going to admit. I know it's not very interesting to watch, but I personally do like doing it. It's been a long time since we actually done some tedding. I can't remember the last time we did it. We usually got either buy in our hay because it turns out to be cheaper, which is taking into account all the work hours and stuff, or we just don't use hay. But yeah, I do quite enjoy it. It's quite relaxing. But we are now done that. I'd probably not going to put any of that time lapse in. We might do. We'll see how long the video is. Now, I could have made this video into 3 separate videos just for YouTube views, but I'm not that sort of YouTuber. So I'm going to try and do it all in one video. So there might be some bits that are skipped. That's why I do. I guess sometimes people commenting on my videos saying, why do I skip some jobs? Or like, not skip the jobs, but time lapse them or whatever. And that's basically why. I don't want to just put out videos just for the sake of it. I'd rather try and get some sort of entertainment out. But anyway, let's go ahead and get this connected. We are floating, but we're going to ignore that. And now finally, it is time to hook up the windrow. What we're going to do is use the Ford. Yeah, we're going to use the Ford on the... Let's move the Massey out of the way. We're going to use the Ford on the rake, and we'll get the Massey on the baler. Hopefully that will work out fine. We are disconnected. Good. Let's get the handbrake off. Let's take this over to the baler. David's going to be driving this, or we're going to be driving the Ford. I know. A nice boss and I. Right, let's get this backed up to here. We'll even plug it in for him. We'll hook it up for him. Like so. That should do it. Apparently not. There we go. That's that. The cable's in. No, they're not. Let's go ahead and put the hydraulic hoses in. Ah, good. Well, so that's now ready to go. Dave, don't just stand there. Do something. Let's go ahead and jump back into the Ford as we get... Look at the green. Wow, we put this for a jet wash after. It's only on one side. This side seems to be dirt, which is strange. Anyway, let's get the windrow hooked up. Right, just pretty not very interesting, but we need to do it. Right, stop there, get the handbrake on. Hook her up. PTO... Cables and PTO attached. Cool. Let's pull this thing out. Help if we turn the handbrake off, simulate. All well done, sir. Right, now let's wait for David. Right, so David's behind us. Let's go ahead and get out of here. So this is probably not going to be as smooth as I wish it would. Obviously, Dave's going to be following behind with the baler. But I'm not very good with a windrow, so this is going to be interesting. It's probably going to end up a little bit messy. What I'm not very good at is driving in a straight line, unfortunately, in this. I'm not used to the steering wheel. Because it's hydraulic, there's no like the way of knowing if you're center or not. There's no like give, if you know what I mean. Right, we're just going to come straight into here for now. We'll get this unfolded. Hopefully we won't hit a tree. Right, stop here. Right, so David's ready to go. I can see the baler moving there. Let's go ahead and get our windrow turned on. Get to the good proper RPMs. Go the way, birds. I can see you. You're in the way. Probably getting twigs and stuff. Right, let's get the hand throttle on. And let's make a start. Hopefully David knows how to unload that thing. I've just thought, hopefully he doesn't just get full and then stop. Because that'll be pretty annoying. I'm going to skip a pass, just because I don't want him jackknifing the baler. Oh, he is unloading. Cool. That's good. So there we go. Our first hay bale. Done. Unloaded. So let's crack on with a bit of this. But yes, once again, sorry I've been away for probably about a week now. I've, like I said, been quite busy. So YouTube's been on the back burner. Quality over quantity, that's what I prefer. Let's head down here. Also, live streams. I need to have a word with Rainbow Dave and Landy Kid. So I don't like streaming over them because, if I'm being brutally honest, it tends to kill their views when I'm streaming at the same time as them. So I don't like doing it. However, Mondays is no longer good for me. So I need to actually think of another day. I need to try and agree on another day. Let me know in the comment section what days you think I should stream. So at the moment I'm on Mondays at 6 o'clock. But I can't always make that due to work commitments. Get out of the way, bud. Yeah, I can't always make that because of work commitments. If you guys want me to live stream, can do so. Sit down here. Look at that, almost perfect. Right, okay, so we have now done. We missed a couple of bits when we were mowing, but not to worry. So I'm actually going to be doing that field as well off camera. So when we come around to collecting these, hopefully before it rains. What's the sky looking like? Pretty cloudy. Yeah, hopefully we'll get around to picking them up before it rains. But there'll be twice as many bells as what we've done in this video, and that's why, because that field over there will be done too. Don't want to bore you guys too much. We're doing the same thing, so we thought we'd do this field first instead of doing all the mowing and then all the windrowing, all the tagging and all the windrowing, etc. Thought we'd do one field, get out of the way. Where's David? Oh, he's behind me. Right, let's go ahead and make sure that he is. Oh, look at that, 83%. Funny we could get another so and so in there. Right, good to go. Let's get our beacon lights on. Oh, dude, we're going like 20 foot down the road, but doesn't matter too much. Safety first and all that. Let's get this put back. Okay, so we've arranged to collect some bells from the store, a nearby farm. The store's basically in the middle of both our farms, so they're going to go ahead and leave some bales down at the store for us. We need to go and collect them. So we need the telehandler first of all, and a trailer. So the best way to do this would probably be to take the trailer, attach the trailer to the telehandler, but I don't want to drive a telehandler down to the store. It's more than capable of being on the road, but we got to go a little bit of a distance today. So what we're going to do is jump in with David here, like so. Very cozy in there, as you can see. And we are going to pick up the trailer, and then we'll get that. Oh dear, why are you sat like that? Yeah, we'll go ahead and get the trailer, and then we'll get the telehandler. We'll do that. So it's a bit of a long-winded way to do it, but I'd rather take the tractor on the road than the telehandler personally. And here is the trailer we're taking. There's our house, by the way. You guys haven't seen it on camera for a while. Right, get this hooked up. We need to plug in the cables and such, like so. Now, there's a reason we're taking this one and not our other bale trailer, because this one is going to be used to teleport the telehandler down. So I'm going to be driving. Oh, we're going to make that gate. Yes, loads of room. Let's get our beacon lights on, just in case we forget in a second. Now, once again, this is a private road. There shouldn't be any traffic here, but traffic does come through here, so we're going to have to do this really, really quickly. Right, let's go ahead and stop about here, maybe a bit more forward, so we actually have room to straighten up the Massey. Right, about here, I reckon. Let's get that lifted up. Good. So I'm going to run ahead and get the telehandler. Hopefully no traffic comes, like I said. Then we're going to drive the telehandler up here. Take that. We will have to drive the telehandler. We will have to drive the telehandler back after you don't get stuck in a hedge. So we are going to be driving. It's a bit pointless, really, isn't it? But I just wanted to do it. I wanted to do it this way. I always see telehandlers near me on the back of trailers, so we copy them. Well, what do we have on? We're only picking up straw today, so we do not need that. We need that one. So let's get this one moved out. Oh, doors on the other side, simulate. Well done, sir. Let's jump in. Let's get her hooked up. I'm gonna get this one put out of the way. Oh, handbrake's on. Well done, sir. I'm doing well today. Right, let's go ahead and put that in here for a second. Like so. Then we'll get the bow spike. So we're picking up square bows today, just for convenience. Actually, we'll see how much it is. We'll see how much it is. Could get round bows. No, we're gonna get... I'll change my mind again. We're gonna get square bows. We're gonna get square bows. Right. Let's go ahead and get this into transporting mode here. I want to put it quite high because we don't want to hit the front of the trailer as we're going up. Well, we are in four-wheel steering, so need to be careful of that. Where's the trailer? There it is. Blocking the whole road. Like I said, it is a private road, but there are sometimes cars that come up here, so just be a little bit cautious. Right. Stop. Nice and slow. Come on, up you get. Yes. Power. Bit of a steep incline, but it works. Let's go ahead and put the handbrake on. I can hear indicators, but nothing's on. Right, there we go. That is... I should probably lower the boom, actually, shouldn't I? Let's jump back up a minute. Let's get the boom lowered down. Hopefully we don't hit the front. About there will do. I have one more thing we need to do before we head out. Is get this gate closed. Security reasons that. We left the Ford and stuff out. We don't want things getting stolen, so we'll just get that closed. Right, so once again, let's get in all nice and snug with David here in the Massey. What do we look like? We look strange. We look absolutely strange. I think we're literally clipping into each other. Right. So that should be lifting up now. But one thing I did forget to do is the straps. Is there any straps on here? I don't think there is. Okay, no, there is no straps. Could be an issue when we get to unloading or loading out the bales. Stop! I think I left Massey on. Yes, I did. That's better. We're currently, so there's been a slight change of plan. Oh, there's a car coming. I was going too fast. There's been a slight change of plan. We decided that that trailer that we were using was trash. So we've gone ahead and took that back to the yard. Oh, come on. We've gone ahead and took that back to the yard. And now we're taking the Massey down separately. Well, the telehandler down because they're both Masseys. We're taking the telehandler down separately. And we've got the tractor with our actual bale trailer that we were using earlier. So, well, using the previous video. So, we're going the old-fashioned way. Not to worry, though. Still the same outcome. Outcome being we're going to get to the yard and pick up some bales. So, we should be arriving pretty soon. Right, let's check to see what bales they actually have for sale. It might be cheaper to get round, but I think we're going to get square anyway. So, let's check that now real quick. Let's go to bales. Let's go... So, a straw bale, which says wheat, 650 per... Oh, they're the same price. Okay, they're the same price. Let's go ahead and get 8. 8 should be enough for today. We can get more later on. So, 5,200 for all of them. Let's help David get into position here. Might not be able to do that turn. I've just thought it might be a little bit too sharp for him. Kind of. He did it though. Right, you just come up over here. That'll do. Oh, that's the wrong button. Right, so let's get these loaded up. Now, you guys saw me load up some bales in the last... How much headroom do we have on here? Quite a lot. You guys saw me load up bales in the last video, but they were round bales. By the way, love this comment. Someone seemed to think I was pretty good at it. I have to disagree. I'm terrible at loading up round bales, but it turned out pretty good by accident. It wasn't actually meant to. I just thought it was going to go a lot more wrong than it actually did. We're going to be doing 2 bales at a time here. Like so. In fact, David, you've parked in a pretty bad place. Let me just get that out of the way. I'll drop these down. Oh, hang on, let me fit the barrier. Too busy looking at the mirrors to make sure I'm going to hit that. Alright, I'll try and put these on the other side, so we don't have to go around the other side. I think that's going to do it right about there. Slip on out. Good. I'm just going to reverse all the work. Don't clip the tower. That would be pretty messy. Get these ones as well. I do like square bells. I do like square bells. We actually need to get a square baler for this farm. I don't know whether we should go for these size bells or smaller. What do you guys think? We are going to be getting some cereal fields in the near future. Of course, we have a cornfield now as well, so that next year we turned into silage. So we will actually have a silage clamp next year. Right, let's drop this down. Pick these up. Sorry, I don't really talk. You guys, if you've been subscribed to me for a while, already know this, but when I'm loading bells, I don't tend to talk too much because I'm concentrating. I'm really bad at going quiet when I'm concentrating. I do apologise, it's just the way I am. So when I'm actually loading up, these are a bit wonky, but we'll put them here, and then hopefully the bells that we're about to put on, we'll straighten them out. These ones here. So yeah, I tend not to talk much when I'm loading up bells, and I don't know what. That's actually our weight. I need to take that back. That's because we were picking up something the other day. I had to leave that down here. I might put it on the front of the Massey. By the way, I know that this is a Massey as well. I keep saying Massey. When I say Massey, I'm referring to the tractor. I'll just call this one the telehandler, even though they're both technically Masseys. Right, let's get this one thrown on as well there. We seem to be hitting some sort of collision. Right, get that into reverse, slide her on out. So there we go, 8 bales, more than enough for what we need for a minute. I think we're actually ready to go now. Once we get those hay bales loaded up, we can give the go-ahead for them to bring our animals down. But let's go ahead and throw the straps onto here first of all. That strap doesn't do anything. Ah, they go. That's pretty cool. They go underneath when you're not using them. Another one there. Is there one in between here? No. So we go. Let's go ahead and get this back, take it back to the yards. But I'm going to go ahead and leave the vlog here. If you guys did enjoy, please tap that thumbs up button. It really does mean a lot. Hit subscribe to see more from myself. I've been Simulate Gaming, and I'll see you in the next one.